Welcome back to the Hall of Fame show. It's your girl Myra. I am here with artist, A&R, and entrepreneur, Six Figures.
Come on out.
Yay! We're so excited to have you
Thank
here.
you.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We are in beautiful Los Angeles.
Yes.
The weather is good.
Yes.
I understand you're just coming off of Grammy week.
Yes.
So we want to hear all of the details. Not many people get to experience Grammy week, okay? And this is one of the people who did. So we want to hear all of the details, what parties you went to, what crazy stuff happened, if any, if you're allowed to disclose. Even if you're not, we could cut it later, maybe. We want to hear everything. How was that for you?
It was cool. Grammys was a vibe. We went to a lot of parties. We went to a lot of events. I would say my favorite party, of course, was the Kalani party. That one was, it was like, it ended the Grammy week, so that was, and then the most, I would only say because of the food, because everything was vegan. I wasn't feeling the UMG party, you know.
Everything was vegan? Was like the artist vegan or something?
No, I don't think so. Everything was vegan though. Everything they brought out on the trays was vegan. It was mushrooms, bean empanadas, and all of the things.
So you couldn't really.
Wasn't my fave.
UMG, do better. No. Do better.
Must do better. Yeah. But it was good though. I got to experience a lot and connect with like a lot of peers. And usually people that we went hard with a lot of people last year in studio sessions and support wise events and stuff. So when we finally got to Grammy week, seeing everybody win or even be nominated, that was like inspiring as well. Like I was like, okay, now I know what we got to do next year. Yeah, because
who were some of those people that you went hard with previously that you then saw at Grammy week?
Oh man, we had just literally seen Dixon. Shout out to Dixon who secured that folded 2 times win. Kicked it with him. We've been in with almost everybody. Honestly, we got in with Kalani earlier the year. I think right after Folded took off, we got in with Kalani as well. A lot of people, really. A lot of people, honestly. It's so many to name. I'm like, I see so many people. Yeah. But
did anything funny happen at any of the parties that were really memorable for you?
Yes, OT Genasis. I guess he does his thing every time he does his karaoke.
Okay.
He performed Beyonce's song at Kalani's karaoke party, and it set the party up. It was crazy. It was hilarious.
Oh my god.
So that was just one of them, and it was plenty of things outside of the parties. When I got outside, like going to cars, waiting on valet and stuff.
Yeah.
Valet scratched my tires at the tank party. Yeah, they scratched my rims, but they came and fixed them the next day.
Oh wow.
That was surprising.
Did you call them
I
up?
did. I tripped out on them. At the party, I went off. I was like, you just scratched my rims. And he was like, no, I'm going to take care of it tomorrow. And I was like, I'm going to call you.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to run from me. I'm going to call. And I called the next morning. He picked up and he sent a guy straight to my house. And they fixed it on the spot, brand new.
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
that is some VIP treatment.
That is so different.
Yeah.
I expected them to never, ever talk to me again.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's Hollywood. Y'all valet. Y'all don't care about us.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I never expected that. But the fact that they did, shout out to them.
Shout out to that valet person.
Yeah.
What area was that in Hollywood?
I was in Hollywood.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I was in Hollywood. So especially Hollywood. I'm like, he does not care about my rim.
Yeah.
But he sent a guy the next day. It was before my next event. It was done.
Yeah.
Tire was done.
Now, for people who might be looking or going to these networking parties in LA, it can be pretty intense to go. How do you navigate now that you're so deep in the industry? How do you navigate those parties to make sure you're networking correctly? And how did you start? And what have you changed along the way?
This year was my first year that I felt like we were finally in a position where everything is now we're in motion.
Yeah.
Right. So I've been working for Eric Bellinger this is going on year 7 now.
Yeah.
And every year we go to the Grammys and just support our peers. We just go to the events and stuff like that. But this year it was just different. It was at first it seemed so far away, but this time it's everybody's here and everybody's winning or they're nominated. So it just feels like one big winner circle.
Yeah.
So so now this year has just been it's been highlighting of what's to come.
Yeah.
That's what I just feel like. I'm now we're here. We're communicating with the right people. We're networking with the right people. And it just lets me know like next level is where we're supposed to be at.
Yeah.
Like, and it's nobody's like unfamiliar with me anymore.
Okay.
Years before it was just like, oh, okay, you're here. Oh, you with Eric? Okay, nice to meet you. But this time everybody calls me by name. So now that people are like six, and they hugging me, I'm like, okay, yeah, we here.
You're like, yes.
Yeah. I'm like, finally. Yeah, for real.
How did you start working with Eric 7 years ago?
Oh man, COVID had happened.
Okay.
Well, right before COVID, he launched an internship, and I applied. Of course, since I graduated high school, I've been going to every Eric Bellinger concert, every event.
Huge fan.
Big fan. I was like, but it was beyond that. I was like, not only did I stand for everything that he stood for in his music, but I was like, I want to be a part of this team. Like I want to help take him to the next level. Yeah. I'm like, he's famous to enough people, but I'm like, there's other levels we should go. And then when I finally like linked up with him, it was like he understood what I understood, and he's like, oh, okay, we're going to the next level. Let's do this. So the internship turned into COVID hit. So then I was like, dang, I got the internship, but now I can't work because it's COVID. And I know it wasn't supposed to happen, but in one of the times.
Wait, so you got the internship.
Yep.
Out of probably everyone,
It
hundreds
was
of people.
so many people that applied.
Yeah. And so you went through an interview process.
They announced it on the internet.
Okay, you
was a
got
big
it.
deal.
And then you
COVID.
couldn't do it. Okay.
COVID shut everything down and told us to stay in the house.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I got that close and now it's over.
Yeah.
And randomly one day I got a call from Eric, and he was like, yo, I got an event. I know we're not supposed to be outside, but I have this event that I'm booked for. And my whole team caught COVID. Can you drive a Sprinter? And I was like,
Drive a Sprinter is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he said, have you ever drove a Sprinter before? I'm like,
You're like,
hell
yes.
no. I was like, hell no. I'm like, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do it. Got off the phone. I called my dad, and I was like, hey, Dad, he wants me to drive a Sprinter. And he's like, well, you've worked at a maternity home, so you know like you drive a 15-passenger van, so you know how to do this. So a Sprinter is nothing different. It kind of drives like a car as well. Don't be scared. Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. Called him back, and I was like, yeah, let's do this. He told me time to meet at his house. We did that day. We drove all the way to San Diego to one of his club events, and then that night we went to Malibu because it was a party. Who I can't name whose party it was, but it was a party. And
name drop.
It was a party, and then we got back. I think that day I got home at like 9 a.m. And mind you, I lived at the time in Riverside, so I'm driving from the IE to LA to do this gig. And when I got home in the IE, I was like, yo, is this what this is like? Because it's 9 a.m. I'm tired. Like, is this what this is about to be like? Because this is
9
crazy.
9 a.m. is a lot. Yeah.
The sun was already up, everything. And it was because like when we got here, it was 7 something, but then that drive home, so I got home at 9, it was like, I'm like, hey, if this is what it is, fine. But this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then, that one gig turned into let's do a week. Mind you, at the same time, I'm still working for my mom at a maternity home. We own 2 maternity homes in the IE. So I was still working there, but I would work there graveyard shift, and then I'd go to LA and then work for Eric all day, and then I'd go back and then go graveyard shift again. I'd do that for 4 days a week. So that was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. It was actually insane, but I just knew where I wanted to go, and I knew what it took. Yeah. And I was like, it's only gonna take sacrifices, and as long as I'm okay with the sacrifices, if it's worth it to me, that doesn't like affect my mental health, then let's just do it. Yeah. So I did that for about 2 years, and then it turned into the internship immediately. Turned into like you're his assistant, now you're day-to-day manager, now it's this A&R for the label. Like everything just started happening over the 7 years. So now I think we're in a good space where, because at first I didn't even mention my music as an artist. Yeah. Like. It was like, yo, I'm here for you. Because it's also like,
do I say
that? Yeah, do I say, exactly.
Yeah.
You got a label, but but nah, my focus and the sacrifice that I signed up for at the time was my focus is you. And my goal is to make sure you're like, the entire world hears you. So I'm going to do whatever it takes. So I wasn't mentioning my music or nothing. And then it translated into, he's like, well, what's up with you? Are you going to drop music? I'm like,
I love that.
He's like, can I hear some of your music? Like, it turned into that, and then we built from there, and now he's my bestie. So it's like, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
So now I A&R for the label, but I'm also signed to the label as an artist, and and then I do his day-to-day, also his chief of staff.
And how many artists are on the label now?
The artists, we have 17 artists
Yeah.
on all wins right now. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And
Yeah.
you're in charge of A&R for...
Yeah, A&R, and not for all of them, but
Okay.
I have like the set 3 that I'm assigned to that
Okay.
I'm like focused on.
Okay,
So
got it.
yeah. We have 17 is crazy, but
I know.
Eric is so like hands-on and involved. We have 17 group chats,
Mm-hmm.
so like we're all hands-on with these artists, talking to them weekly
Yeah.
about when we dropping music, what we doing, like we content, all of that. So I would kind of say like helping manage 17 artists.
Okay. Oh my gosh. And so let's go all the way back to you were working at a maternity home.
Yes.
Okay.
From 18 years old to like 21, maternity home. That was my first job, and of course my mom owns it. She owns
We love nepotism.
exactly. It's a full family business. Like what? It's lit over there. I'm not what?
Yeah. You're like, I'm about to own these when I'm older.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, even to now, everything that I do for Eric, like my mom is like my number one like financer, like, and my confidant, my therapist.
Yeah.
Like she gets me through like everything.
Yeah.
So she's been like a big help. But that
So
nepotism
when you were
is
21,
it.
that's when you then applied for the internship and things started changing.
And it's crazy. I didn't necessarily just like get it. My mom fired me.
What do you mean? Why?
She fired me because she was like,
Oh, so you could keep doing
she
it.
said, I see what you're trying to do, and I see your heart is over there with Eric and his team. So I want you to give that 100%. And I know you keep trying to please both of us by going here and coming back, but it's not gonna work like that. She's like, you need to be all in. So, and I know you're not gonna quit. So, because you're just trying to make us both happy, so you're fired.
Oh, that's amazing. You don't give off like super people pleaser, but you are working 24 hours just to make your mom happy. That's actually like the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Even the fact that she fired me, I was like, Mom, I don't have a job yet.
Yeah.
She's like, well, go figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? So I got off the phone. I cried for like 2 days straight.
Yeah.
I was like, you can't just fire me without me knowing. Like,
Yeah.
but she's like, sometimes you gotta go unknowing. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to know everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and so I finally got on the phone with Eric, and I was like, sir, I don't got no job. I ain't gonna lie. Like, just so you know, I don't have a job. And he was like, well, you wanna work for me? And I was like, absolutely. He's like, okay, well, she fired you, I hired you. Let's go.
Oh my God.
And it's been that ever since. So,
Ever since.
yeah.
You've grown so much throughout
Yeah.
the company.
Yep.
Those first few years, like you were saying, you drove a Sprinter van.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to bed at 9 a.m.
AM,
Is-
managing his studio at the
Yeah.
time. Like, all of the above. I was doing, it was going crazy.
Are you still out till 9 a.m.?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You're only on Grammy week.
Exactly. Only when it counts am I out till 9 a.m.
Yeah.
But like, oh no, I've come I feel like I made all the sacrifices that was necessary to get where I'm at today.
Yeah.
And now I'm finally at the place of like comfort, but I'm still going hard. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Okay.
just on a new level. Like, so
Yeah.
at that time, let's just say I'd be driving the truck weekly. Now I'm able to hire drivers. So
Yeah.
I have like a team of drivers that'll drive all of us.
Yeah.
So I've like evolved as far as like hiring and things like that.
Yeah. You're like, I'm chief of staff
Yeah.
now, so I don't do that.
Exactly. Those days are over. Yes.
I love
Yes,
that.
yes.
What would you say is the craziest thing you've been asked to do over 7 years?
Oh man. Everything, what I like to say Eric's team is we are I like to call us a fourth quarter team,
Okay.
which means last minute, y'all figure it out, everybody pull it together.
Yeah.
And we've created our team based off of that.
Yeah.
So many of us do that it like, we've like become a super team.
Yeah.
So I think all of that transpiring has gotten, it's like, dang, I don't know how to put it.
There's not one memory that comes to your head where you're like, I can't believe I was asked to do that and I did it.
It's so many things. That's why it's like.
We want to hear that.
It's so many things. It's like everything being fourth quarter is what feels like it to me.
Okay.
Last minute, pull it together. Either you make the shot or you don't. Those moments is so many of those that's why it's like I can't think of one. Because it's like, yo, we pull it together, and when the final result is what everybody's happy with. But the fact that we pull it together every time, that's it. That's all. That's my only thing. Okay. I don't think anything else has been like crazy. I know there was a time that he had me Uber to this address. He sent me the address. He said, yo, could you meet me here? I'm like, all right, cool. When I get to the address, I realize it's Chris Brown's house. That was one of the craziest parts. Because I'm like,
so fun.
Why you didn't tell me it was Chris Brown?
You were like, I would have worn like different shoes or something.
It's like, wait. I'm not prepared for this. Uber's trying to like ask me what's going on, but I'm panicking in the backseat. Like, I can't even tell you what's going on. Just know that this is fucking crazy.
Was it when he had the painting on the side of his house?
Yes.
So you pull up and you're like.
And I'm like, I know you lying. Like, I had no idea. I'm like, and he just didn't tell me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get there, get out the car, pull up to his house, everything. And everything is just everything. Yeah. And then when we got in the car to leave, I was like, hey, why you didn't tell me this is Chris Brown's house? He's like, oh, I was just in moving. I don't know.
He's like,
too
it's Chris.
Quick. Yeah, it's Chris. I just sent you a text like, I don't know. I sent you the address. I thought you knew. I'm like, what? Thought I knew. Yeah, so it's been plenty of those crazy moments.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. Yeah. So then Eric asks you like, when is your music coming out? And how far ago was that?
Oh, that was like maybe out of 7 years, I'll say that was be like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yep.
And so then your natural reaction, which you started making music
2017.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so you're signed up, you're like, I'm focusing on Eric, building this, doing things people would dream to do, showing up at Chris Brown's house, hang out Kalani, literally so LA, like just the most LA life that everyone comes here, like that. What you're doing is what I want to do. But then you're like, okay, now I want to focus a little bit on six figures and like that musical side.
Yes.
How do you balance that? And then how did you kind of come with that spark to like restart music, especially like you're doing A&R, you're doing this, and you're doing your own music?
I think I've developed through my work ethic, I've developed like a mystery. Because now everybody just like looks forward to hearing a verse from me. Yeah. So when they hear a Six song, it's rare. I'm not dropping it all the time. I'm not as like consistent as far as the drops, but it's intentional. Yeah. It's literally because, so like when everybody sees me out working and they're like, yo, you work so hard and you do this for Eric, like we appreciate you, all that. I've created that like type of space for myself that when I drop, everybody's so excited. Yeah. They're like, oh my God. And then it's like, yo, this verse is crazy. Like, so I think that's worked for me. And also I just don't mix the two. Like when we're at sessions for him, I am here for him. So even when people ask in sessions, I keep it, moderate and
You're like, I have
respectful.
My own session coming up,
meet me at my session. Like I don't want to take up his time or anything. But like I said, I've done so much for so many people that now it's at the point where they're like, what can I do for you?
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. And so you also have 3 artists that you did A&R for. Who are those artists?
Romeo Kid. Okay. Shout out to Romeo. That's the one that I just signed that I'm actually like focused on this year. My goal is to blow him up this year. And then there's actually more than, like I talked to everybody, but who I'm like kind of focused on is like our top 3. So it would be Romeo, it would be Don Belly, which is Eric's sister. She's also crazy. We just did a record together. We have a show this week coming up together. So she's another one. And then the third one, I think I still have my hand in Isaiah J a little bit. He also signed to us as well, but he's going crazy. We don't have to do nothing when it comes to him because he got it all figured out. Yeah. So yeah, it's really going. It's really going.
Did you get to like pick and choose your artists? So when you saw someone, you were like, this would be a person that I would be interested in rapping?
Yes. Okay. Yes. With Romeo for sure. Like I had a concert for my birthday in 2019, and Romeo was actually one of the ones that performed. And he just revealed to me in another interview that that was his first show ever, and I had no idea because he felt like somebody that was way more ahead than to me. Yeah. So I was like, that's your first show ever? I didn't know that. And it was at my birthday. So basically, I'm like,
you booked him?
Yeah, I'm like, I booked him. I had no idea that was his first show. I'm like, so what? Yeah, so basically it just came full circle, and now that I'm in the position, I just went back and got him and was like, nah, you coming with me.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so you have these artists, you're working with Eric, you're doing your own music. Sounds like you're still working pretty long days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How do you come up with inspiration for your music?
Experiences. Okay. Every single one. I consider myself a storyteller.
Yeah.
So like every single thing that I rap happened.
Yeah.
It's no cap in my rap.
Wow.
Yeah. I think even in one of the songs I had said a bar like, we blowing smoke at Breezy House, I'm getting Starburst out the pantry. There's only one person that could attest to that besides Chris, and that's Eric. And when Eric first heard that, he was like...
Is that when you went to pick up the stuff in the
Uber?
Yes.
It was that day. It was that day.
I was just kidding, but that's actually hilarious.
No, it was that day.
Yeah.
It was that day we were in the studio, and he was like, Chris was like, y'all want snacks or anything? You can go in the pantry. And I was like, what? We went to his pantry, and it looked like a fucking candy store. It was candy everywhere, color coordinated. I was like, what in the world?
Wait, now Chris Brown loves candy.
Right, I'm like, dang, it's lit in here. Like, what? Me and Eric, we both in there like, dang. And I went for specifically the pink Starburst. I got like a handful of them. And I went back and sat down in the studio. But he said, when he heard that line, he was like, yo, I remember that happening. Yeah. And I'm like, don't remember a lot of things. Watch.
Okay.
So everything is a story.
Listen to, story, and you've done it. You're not like these rappers who be
no
like,
way.
I've done X, Y, Z.
No way. You can't
and
call
sometimes
me
they
cap.
have that.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, no, you can't call me cap in none of my rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what is your favorite song you've worked on, and what's been one of the most difficult songs you've worked on? And maybe they're the same.
Difficult. I feel like if it's difficult, I probably don't work on it.
Okay.
And come back to the drawing boards. It's probably something in the way that day that will not let me get that through, or the beat's just not that good. Okay. It's one or the other. And then the most easiest, I would say, is Soaking Wet is my most fun song right now. Yeah, that's the one. And that song is like 6 years old, so I took it out of Eric's vault. So it was just a hook, and I just went crazy on it. Yeah. So. Yeah, I think that was like my most fun because it was fun. I mean, it's fun. RJ is on it, Mozzie's on it. It was just like one of those West Coast joints that just feels like it's perfect for any summertime. Yeah. So I think that's like my favorite one right now.
Okay. Yeah. We love a good summer anthem.
Yeah, come on now.
And then what are you currently working on? What can we expect to see from you in the future?
Yes, I want to drop another EP in about April, May. And then I want to drop my very first album at the end of the year, about the fall time. Okay. Yeah.
Is there a like Mount Rushmore of like who you want to work with?
Ooh. It's all my peers.
You worked with a lot of your peers already, though. Like, you worked with Eric. Have you worked with Dom already?
Yep. I just got one with Driving Steven. Yeah, no. When I say my peers, I'm talking like this year, any feature I'm going for, I'm not going nothing less than Chris Brown, Kalani. Like, I'm going hard. Okay. The Game. I want the ones on this album this year. So, G Herbo. If I could get one in with G Herbo, that's the one. That's really the one. Like, he's the one that I'm starstruck about the most.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
He's just so cool, and I think I've like been with him on his journey of like where he's at, all the way down to like his albums, all that. I've just been following his journey and just been a fan, and just his realness. Like I think I'm a big fan of Herbo, and then his music has evolved in a way. Like he went from yelling and off beat to now it's like on beat and it's cracking and it feels good, and he writing love records sometimes now. So it's like I'm like, all right, that's the one that I love. I love G Herbo, and he's my age, so it's like that's like a peer that I could say I really, really want to work with. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
And then who's been your favorite person you've already worked with?
Eric is definitely my favorite. He makes it too easy to work with.
Besides Eric,
He makes it too easy to work with. It's like we can do these all day. Like We could do those all day because he comes with the crazy concepts and like a fire hook, and it makes it too easy for me to write. So I would say him. Also Don Belly. I love working with Don Belly. I think we have real good like chemistry when it comes to music. So I feel like, yeah, that's about it so far.
Okay. Yeah. So those are some of your faves.
Yeah.
And then how, like, you're from LA.
I'm from the IE.
You're from the IE. Mm-hmm. Okay. So how was that transition from IE to LA?
It was a full, it was kind of easy because my mom is from South Central. She grew up out here, of course. And I've always had church out here. My grandfather had a church in Carson. And now my dad has a church in Carson. So we've always been back and forth to LA. Yeah, I'm big PK, heavy PK. It's absolutely
heavy on the PK.
Heavy on the PK.
How's that?
It's cool because my dad's like, it's crazy because he's like a celebrity now in the church world. Okay. So I'm just like, we're all growing at the same time. My pops, my mom, like we're all growing in this, but in our own industries at the same time.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you still at church every Sunday?
Every Sunday. Okay. Every Sunday I'm at church. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you one of the PKs that like rebelled ever?
Absolutely.
That completely rebelled?
I'm the number one.
Okay.
What? Are you saying, man? What? People used to, what? I used to trip out on people in church. People used to try to call me out in church. Like, I make people stand on whatever they got to say. I'm standing on it. I don't even care. Like, it was always that. And now I've calmed down, but I think everybody knows growing up in church, I'm still around, like, the same people. Mm-hmm. They just know, like, hey, if y'all don't want no smoke, leave her alone. Yeah. It's that. Like, leave her alone because she really don't care. And then her mama gonna come back behind her and not care either, and y'all don't want that. So, yeah.
What were they trying to call you out for?
Just all types of things. People, because they hear my music now, so it's like people hear my music, but then there are secret fans in the church who will walk past me and quote my lyrics in my ear and keep going to pay offering. I'm like, you know my song? Like, they're like, don't tell nobody. I'm like, so it's like that.
No, don't tell nobody.
Yeah, they're like, don't tell them I was just listening to your song. Like, and then I actually seen one of them from the church. She was Corvette drop top. My music was booming out there. I'm like, is that what? So they're all like, they love me. It's just like, it's different. It's just different with the church. It's another version of a support system.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you feel like you have a love-hate relationship with the church? Or
I did.
You did, but now you're...
I did, and now I'm just like, the church had a moment where everything had just become... When my grandfather passed, his church got shut down and it got really messy. And I think everybody became lost because he had been our leader for so long growing up, like generations. My parents, my parents, and then I'm watching people, their grandparents, like we all grew up in the church together. Yeah. So when my grandpa passed, it shook everybody. Like nobody knew what to do anymore. Yeah. It was like your moral compass was gone. Mm-hmm. So I think at that moment, my dad decided to reopen his church. He's like, okay, it's time for me to go back. Let me open up a church and let the people know, like, they need another leader. Like, it's just what it is. And at that time, it became like a rebirth for like church in general. Yeah. And I think how it used to be, how strict it used to be, and how Bible thumping it used to be at first, my dad was like, hey, when we reopen, it's not none of that. Yeah. Like, we're starting over. We're starting from fresh, and we are accepting everybody. So it is what it is. Yeah. So I think that's helped me. Yeah. Yeah. The fact that even my parents, like, at one point apologized for all the stuff they taught us because of what they were taught in the church. Like, they were like, yo, we were misled, so we misled y'all, and we're sorry about it. And we let these people shun you or say whatever to you because it wasn't of God and stuff, and we should have never did that. We should have just loved you regardless and focused on you and not on what they were saying. Yeah. So once it became that, it made it way easier. It felt like a weight was lifted, and I was like, all right, I could be at church for sure.
It's everyone's first time living, right? Like, it's our parents' first time living
exactly.
So we have to give people a little bit
that
of
helped
grace.
me learn.
Yeah.
That helped me learn, like, wait, it's y'all first time being here too?
It's weird because it's like, I think you know everything, but then it's like, actually, this is your first time being 40 or 45. Right. Or like, you also might feel like, I feel like I'm 30, but I'm actually 50. So I love that. Are you an only child?
No, I have, it's three of us. I am the baby of the three, and then we adopted three more. that are all under me. So
Okay.
yeah.
And so do they look up to you in the music aspect? Or is everyone kind of doing their own thing?
They're doing their own thing.
Okay. I didn't know there was another like.
My little sister, she does use me for that. Like she wants to go to shows and she
wants
to,
tickets. Like,
she wants to be like be cute, and she's like, oh, well, it's Stephen G, and it's all of that. Like it's that my little sister be on and be wanting her friends to come around and all that, which is cool.
Yeah.
But nah, my twin brothers, nah, they're doing their own thing. I ain't talked to them in almost a year, honestly. I ain't even gonna lie.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just like figuring out life as adults.
So there's no like bad blood.
No.
Oh, okay.
I love my twins for sure. Nah, it's not. But
you have to call the boys. You have to call.
Yeah, for sure.
Because my brother, I will not hear from him if I don't call him first.
Yeah, exactly. You have to call for real to check him. Like, hey, you alright? Like,
you alive?
Yeah. So yeah. Also, even when I came to Hollywood, I knew the sacrifice. So it was like a real thing. I kicked it with my friends for 2 months in a row. Like I was like, yo, this is my last summer in the IE. Like this is I like made my rounds of my whole IE life to know like, hey, I'm low key finna leave all y'all behind. Like it just is what it is. Like it's just this is the sacrifice that I have to
they
make.
don't come visit you here?
Nah, I live so far. I'm in the valley now, so now it's
Okay.
like to them it's like you live way out there. And then to IE people, Hollywood is not tangible. So it's like I'm one of the ones that got out.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So none of them hit you up for tickets?
Yes, they do.
They do?
Yeah.
You're like, actually, everyone hits me up.
Yeah,
for tickets.
everybody. Yeah. I'll meet somebody tomorrow, and they'll ask me for some tickets. Like, yeah. It's definitely that. But I had this core group of friends, that like covered me, and I feel like they still do. Even though we don't talk every day and stuff like that, I feel like they cover me in prayer. I feel like they cover me in support, just because they know what I've always wanted to do. So.
Yeah.
I think that was really important because, especially being in LA, I'm lonely as hell out here.
Yeah, it's a
so
lot.
so to know that I had to leave everybody behind and that they weren't like, some people were offended and felt away, but my core, they was like, we know what you got to do, and we love you, and if you need us, call us.
How did you build friendships, like out here in LA? Because that's a big thing, I think, for anyone who's, I mean, you're obviously still in California, but who's coming here and working in entertainment. I know it's a huge thing of like, a lot of people here are just for themselves or they're fake. Everyone here is chasing their dreams. So sometimes it's hard to find a solid group of people that you feel like you can actually count on.
For sure. Well, like you said, that's very hard. I don't trust too many people, for sure. I'm more closed off than I seem, than I appear. But yeah, it's not that. It's
just networking.
I like read people very well. Like I'm like a room reader. I don't give people too much space, but I give them a chance to show their ass, pretty much. So I don't be looking for friends in LA. It don't even be that.
You're like, I actually don't look for
Yeah,
friends.
I actually do not. Yeah, like
well, are your coworkers kind of like
my coworkers.
Okay.
Yeah, but we realize that we're all the same type of person. So you're rarely gonna meet, especially in Hollywood, the same type of person as you.
Yeah.
And once you do, then it's like I hold on to them tight. So there are a few that I just have like becoming close with, and I realize that they're my people. Like, oh, we have the same moral compass. We believe in the same things. We have the same foundation-wise. So those are the ones that I do keep close, but we are very small. Like it's just our core. Like All Wins Entertainment is who I hang out with. For real.
And how big is All Wins?
It's not even. It's 4 of us: me, Eric, JoJo, Andrew.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. You guys are splitting all of that work.
Yes.
That's
between
crazy.
us 4. Yep.
Okay, well, you said upcoming. You've already talked about what you have upcoming. Is there anything else that you are looking towards the future, you see for yourself? Are you just excited about life and like everything you do invigorates you? Yeah.
I want to
like,
participate in that Femme Forward awards. I want to participate in that somehow. I don't know whether it means, I don't know what it looks like, but I do want to participate with them because it's just women in music, and I think that's something that like has been interesting me as much. It's been like on the front of my mind. I'm like, women in music, this is kind of cool. It's where we feel seen. because I'm around guys all day, and it's like, I kind of feel like the mom of the group, kind of, because like I'm telling people what to do and making sure people have this. And, but I feel like I'll be cool being in a circle of women who understand what all of this is the same way. So that's what I'm kind of looking forward to. Also, this year, I just want to drop music, more music, and just more opportunities. I do want to probably get into like some acting or something. Voice acting, I get told that I have a crazy laugh. People tell me that all the time. And then somebody tried to kill my dream. They was like, you need to talk to this lady. She's going to be perfect for you. She's going to get you in and everything. I went and talked to that lady. She said, you don't seem that interesting to me. And I was like, oh. I was like,
you don't seem that interesting to me. It's correct.
I was like, we were at Taste of Soul too when she told me. I was like, okay, all right. And then I turned my head from voice acting, but I do want to like get into that.
Yeah.
And my favorite shows is like Power and The Shy and all that. So if I could get a role on one of those.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit more about being a woman in music, because that's very interesting to me to hear, especially because you've seen both behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, between the scenes, all of that. And it is a very male-dominated industry.
Yes.
So what are ways that you like put yourself forward knowing that you're one of the few?
It's plenty of ways, honestly, because I feel like I'm one of one. Right. Black women, especially. I really tried to help put more black women around us. So Eric's manager now is a black woman, of course. Shout out to Lee. I just needed more help. I think that's really what it was. But as far as working with an all male dominated, it get tough. It's just sometimes you just have to understand the power trips. It's a lot of those. It's a lot of people that Eric will introduce me to who he's speaking to who will probably not even acknowledge me simply because I am a woman. But how I stand out, I just be myself, really. I think however people come in, I think I crack the surface very easily with how I am and my personality. And like, if you come in with a full attitude, I'm probably gonna make you smile by the time you leave. And I think that's how it works with a lot of men. Like, men even just be coming up, chest poked out and all that, and somehow, by the end of the night, you're softened up a little bit and you have no idea why. And it's because of me.
I love that,
I think
I didn't know if you take the approach to kill them with kindness or the other approach, which is you meet them where they're at.
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's a little bit of both. And just creating a safe space. I think that's the most important part. People do not have safe spaces in Hollywood, and you always think a camera is out or somebody's recording or stuff like that. So I think I just make it clear with my presence that it is a safe space, and I think that helps me a lot.
What is one piece of advice you would give women, black women, I mean anyone, but black women might be nice because, there's very few coming into the industry?
Understand your worth, and once you understand it, don't let nobody tell you anything different. No matter what it looks like, no matter what you're given, no matter what's been taken away from you, no dollar amount can put it on your worth. Like, just once you understand that, stand firm, 10 toes, 100%, and don't fold. Like, I've been in rooms where it's been the whole room against me, and I stood firm, and the whole room feel like it's set on fire, but I'm cool, and I'd rather us get that out, and I've learned to use my voice. So I think that's it. No matter what, just use your voice. Don't let anybody shut you out or let you play small. Play big every time, especially if you are who you are.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Oh, man, you can find me on all platforms. That's SYXFIGURES6. That's SYXFIGURES6. And yeah, Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere you can find me at Six Figures.
Awesome. We are so excited to hear your future. I'm going to have to grab some of those tickets.
Come on now.
I'm just kidding. Catch us next time on the Hall of Fame show. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. It got